Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into a really interesting article by Animesh Bajpai. It's all about self-talk, how we define success, and just plain perseverance.
Sounds great. Lots to unpack there.
Yeah, so our mission really is to pull out the key insights. We want to understand how our internal thoughts, shape our reality and how we can maybe approach our goals with a bit more clarity and conviction.
Makes sense. Where do we start?
Okay, let's start right at the core. Self-talk. Bajpai's advice is surprisingly blunt. He says, just start thinking, don't overcomplicate it, and then pick one thought at a time, anything that comes to your mind. It sounds almost, well, too simple, doesn't it?
It does, but I think the next step is where the real meat is. It's not just thinking, it's immediately kind of testing those thoughts.
Testing them, how?
Well, by comparing them with reality. Asking yourself, okay, what did I actually read? What did I hear? Grounding it.
Okay. So it's not just random thoughts floating around.
Exactly. It's about checking them against something tangible. That comparison, that's where clarity begins, according to the piece. It's sort of an evidence check for your own thinking.
That makes sense. And then it gets even more active. He actually says, start talking out loud if you can.
Right, out loud.
But, and this is interesting, he stresses it's not for perfection, but for logic. He even says, speak slowly, let the words breathe, and don't get hung up on fluency. Because it's not about sounding smart, it's about making sense. Why the emphasis on logic over sounding good?
Well, I think it's just the focus, doesn't it? It makes self-talk less of a performance and more like a tool for understanding yourself.
Like explaining something to someone else helps you get it.
Precisely. When you say it slowly, out loud, you're forced to structure the thought logically. It makes it concrete.
Right.
And the article really doubles down on the personal aspect. Speak with honesty. Speak with energy. It's about your viewpoint.
Yeah, he says, your opinion matters even if it's not correct.
Because there is no correct in this context. It's your perception, your lens. And crucially, that lens creates your reality. It's fundamental.
That's a powerful idea. And that internal lens must really shape how we see success too. Which brings us to the next point. What is success?
Ah, yes, the big question.
Bajpai points out how varied it is. Could be money, could be happiness, comfort, even muscles or a peaceful heart. So many things.
And the key takeaway is they're all valid. There's no single right answer imposed from the outside.
Exactly. It's not fixed.
No. And importantly, it changes over time. The article gives great examples, right?
Yeah, like when you're 20, success might just be exploring, learning stuff.
Right. Then maybe at 35, it shifts. It might be about stability, family, that sort of thing.
And then later.
Could be peace, simplicity, or just, good health. It evolves with you.
So there's no right way. There's just your way.
I like that. It takes the pressure off.
Definitely. It personalizes it completely. Okay, so we've got self-talk for clarity and this personal evolving idea of success. But what about when things get tough? When you hit roadblocks?
Perseverance. Bajpai's got a strong message there, too.
Yeah, he says it's not over until it's over. Real simple, but powerful.
It is. And he emphasizes just showing up. Even if you're not getting results, doesn't matter. Keep showing up.
Because that breakthrough could be just around the corner.
Exactly. That one step away idea. It's about persistence, even when you don't see immediate rewards.
Which leads nicely into the last point about opportunities.
Right. When you get one.
Yeah.
His advice is pretty clear-cut.
Grab it, don't hold back, don't half try.
Yeah, if you're in, be all in. That really resonates. It's about commitment.
And avoiding regret. Right. He says, whether it works or not, at least you won't regret not trying.
Absolutely. It's that full commitment, giving it your best shot, regardless of the outcome. That way, you know you did all you could.
So to quickly recap, we've looked at using self-talk, especially verbalizing it for real clarity, then understanding that success is personal and it changes, and finally, the sheer importance of persevering and going all in on opportunities.
That sums it up well. It's quite a practical framework, really.
It is. Lots to think about there.
So maybe the final thought for you, the listener, is this. How might consciously aligning your internal narrative with reality, truly embracing your unique and evolving definition of success, and committing all in to your next opportunity, how might that actually transform your approach to whatever challenges and possibilities are coming your way? Something to really mull over.